I'm gonna go back to 2012.
You know
2013.
what would be a great year to go back to, first of all?
Are we live?
Yeah. A great year to go back to would be 2014. Like 2013.
Nah,
going
I
back
say
into
2012.
I mean, that was like my prime, I guess.
My prime. Bro, my prime.
No, I haven't hit my prime
I haven't
yet.
hit my prime yet, but my last prime. I have 2 primes in my lifetime. There's one upcoming.
Yeah.
And my last prime was in my elementary school days, bro.
Facts.
Elementary school. When I was the fastest kid in the class.
Hey, don't do that.
Nah, you moved out.
Oh, yeah, when I left.
I was the fastest kid. This is like 4th grade.
Hold on, let me, does that look alright? I think that looks off.
That's fine. I'm talking about like 4th grade.
I'm OCD about that
Right.
thing. 4th grade.
When
okay.
When Christian came in, Jose, all those kids. I was 4th grade, right? When I hit my first prime.
Nah, yeah,
Those were the good days.
Those were the fun days, bro. I was actually claimed the fastest kid at Stadium, though.
In 3rd grade.
2 consecutive years, 2nd and 3rd grade, back-to-back champ. Then you took over, obviously, and then because I left.
I
always had the speed. You had the stamina.
I got the second best. Remember the pacer test?
Mm-hmm.
I got the second best in the school. Some kid did 117 laps. I did 116.
Wow.
But I didn't know the record. I didn't know it was 117. So if I knew, I would have done 2 more. But I tapped out at 116. It just so happened he had 1 more than me.
Yeah. So we were the 2 fastest at Stadium. Then when I went to Eden Park,
I've always been fit. I've always never settled. Beat everybody in races. That's a little 4th grader.
Never settled.
You got anybody on? 7 people?
Probably.
What's the comments?
No, that's my brother, actually.
Mr. Nuggum?
Yeah.
Hey, never settle. What's up, stream? Yo, I was too. Where's the turtleneck? Oh, Jay. Bro, I told you I was going to wear it in the last one, and you didn't join the live, so that's on you.
Who's that?
Jaden from Charlotte.
That dude?
No. It's a girl.
Oh. I was like...
Because y'all were late.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were late by like 10 minutes.
Yeah, we've always been late. I think we've only been on time. It's definitely my fault. But you know, things just happen, alright? I'm trying to do stuff and I don't know.
Alright, what are we at? Number 5 now?
Yeah, number 5. Never Settle Podcast. Still haven't figured out how to go live on YouTube. It really sucks.
Facts.
But we'll get there.
YouTube is ruthless. Have you seen the comparison from YouTube short comments to TikTok comments? I've seen other videos that say the same thing, and I was thinking to myself, like, is it really like that? And then we started doing it, and bro, the YouTube short comments are ruthless. Yeah. It's nothing but like slander. It's crazy.
Yo, honestly, I'm all for it, bro.
Bro, it's like TikTok is all the positive stuff, right? We get nothing but like positivity and like motivation, right? And then the YouTube shorts are like, who the fuck are these people?
They're like, yo, these little kids are telling us what to do.
Why are we getting preached by adolescents?
Yeah, I don't know why they feel the need to discuss it, but you guys can go back to the last video.
Who wants to make an army of ants with me?
Yeah, I could go back to the last video and listen to what we said about hate. Just don't be hating. Don't be doing that.
Facts, that was the last video.
Someone asked if it was a bad hair day for you.
Oh, Emily? Nah, yeah, I've had the hat on all day, right?
No, I feel it.
And my curly hair has gone flat, and it looks stupid straight.
It's not very classy.
So I kept the hat on. I don't even care anymore, to be honest. I'll go shirtless right now.
Might wear a fitted. Hey.
Now, if we get 5 likes right now.
How can we tell if we get 5 likes?
Huh? They come up on there.
Do they really?
Yeah, you can see you'll see the hearts float up.
No, they definitely do that. Oh, okay. We're not answering that question.
Daddy joke. Is it bad? Favorite?
We're not answering it.
Favorite corn star? I like sweet corn.
All right. All right. Welcome to Never Settle Podcast number 5, the 5th entry in this Never Settle journey. We're here. We're chasing greatness, not mediocrity. Tap in. watch our YouTube. Go into the link in the bio if y'all want to see more of us. But we're gonna get started on our first topic today. Do you want to start off this time, or you want me?
Yeah, I'm starting off with like not really a topic. This is thoughts with Noah Gray on the JWU bus going into Providence, right? So I'd be on that bus. I'd be thinking about stuff. And I was thinking about, it also had to do with another TikTok that I saw, right? Where the guy was like, this upcoming year is like a new season of a show, right? There's going to be new plot, new side characters, this and that.
I've seen that.
But I was thinking like, life would be so much more fun if we actually thought of it as like a TV show. Like we go by seasons.
Yeah.
So I
thought of that though, actually.
Right? It's so much more fun when you think about it like that, because you got the plot, you got like the lead antagonist, you got like the side antagonists that come in here and there. You have like, your allies, which like are your friends. You have like the side characters that just come up like randomly at random times, right? If you really think about life, it's really like seasons of a TV show, because you go through different plots at different stages in your life. So think of like the different things you've went through in your life as like seasons of a show.
Yeah.
So,
bro, imagine there's like a Thanos of your life.
Bro, that's what I'm saying.
There's about to be some dude that rolls up.
That's what I'm saying. Nah, so I was thinking about it, right? I've had kind of the same, I'd say I've had kind of the same plot and same lead antagonist, right? For the last like 6 or 7 years, since like 2016, right?
Yeah.
In my life, that's what I feel like, right? And it wasn't until like the beginning few days of this year where I felt like I had like my season finale.
Okay, yeah.
So like that plot ended, the lead antagonist gone, right? So I feel like
antagonist.
Huh?
That's one way to put it. Lead antagonist.
Right? That's what it feels like sometimes, right? That's what it feels like sometimes, right? And it's nothing bad. It's more fun when you think about it like that. It makes it so much more enjoyable, so much more fun, right?
Yeah.
Damn, alright. So, right, I feel like, these last 6 years of my life have been like one season, one plot.
With the same antagonist.
One lead antagonist. I've had like, the side antagonists that pop up here and there, but it always goes back to the main one.
Yeah.
Always goes back to the main one. So
she was your Thanos. Real wild.
That's when you said Thanos, I was like, yeah, kinda.
Bro, she had the Infinity Stones and everything.
But anyway. So I feel like recently that, 6-year season ended. I had like my season finale. The plot's done. The characters are gone. So I feel like now I'm on to like a new season.
Yeah.
There's room for a new lead antagonist, whoever that might be. There's room for new like random antagonists.
Bring it on, man. Bring on the next antagonist.
New friends, allies, all this stuff. New random like NPC side characters. Like I'm ready for it.
You can't access this area yet. You're not
Yeah.
You can't access this area yet.
So,
I gotta do this to get there. Like
I'm ready for it. I'm ready for my new season, my new plot, all that stuff. So when you think about life like that, it's so much more fun. Like I was thinking about it, I was like, damn, this is actually kind of cool. Like I'm ready to go on to that next season.
Me too, bro. Like it's definitely the beginning of something a lot bigger than we ever expect. I don't think our lives ever pan out the way we actually like see it panning out. Like he said, like if you think of it like a TV season, like a TV show, for me it's always been like January to May, and I know it's like the school year kind of, but it was always like this. It's been January to May is like one season.
Mm-hmm.
May, like mid-May through September is another, and then September to December is like another. Right. It's always been like that for me. It always changes, and I've always thought of life like that. That's
yeah.
Bring on the next antagonist, man. I just defeated the last one, bro. Right. I went to war with that antagonist, bro. Let me tell you.
Bro, I'm gonna kill that dog, like, for real.
Man, that antagonist, right there. I had to figure it out, bro.
Sometimes the hero gets beat up.
You get beat.
Nah, because I don't know if we can really think about it. Like, I like how you thought about it like that, but for me, it goes with, like, so when I say the plot, like, that's, like, whatever situation I'm currently going through, and however long that takes is, like, the season, right? So that it just so happened to be the last, like, basically, like, 6 years have been all kind of the same plot in my life.
Still like, starts to feel a little different.
Same situation. Yeah, there's still... Yeah, there's like the ups and downs and like it takes different turns, but that's how it is with TV shows. Like every episode, it kind of goes up and down and up and down, right? And then that season's done. Once that plot is done, it's like the season is done. So I feel like
then you get to that like season finale point where it's like all shit's about to break.
Yeah, like all
hell's about to break loose for real.
But at the end of a lot of seasons, there's like a happy ending. So I feel like I've had my season finale where it had that happy ending, and then like I'm able to just move on. New season right here.
What are we discussing? We were just basically discussing how life can feel like a TV show.
Right. We have
you
like
think of it that way. It's
different seasons, different plots.
Enjoy it more a little bit.
Different lead antagonists. Right. So you're going through that situation. You know, you have that everybody has that villain in their life at one point. Oh hell yeah!
I messed with that username if that's what I think it is. Oh no, it's a whale.
Killer whale.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Have you ever seen Alice in... What does that say?
If you've ever seen Alice in Borderlands, it talks. I don't know what that means. It's a good concept. Emily's my villain.
Emily's my villain. Facts.
All right, word. Let's get in the topic.
Bro, how can your roommate be your villain? Like you live with her. You just be fighting every night.
All right. Let's get into it, talking, bro.
You want to go or? Because my actually no.
Sure. Oh, you want to go?
Yeah, because my topic actually kind of has something to do with that a little bit. Like, it relates a little bit. So, the topic that I wanted to talk about, it was something I was thinking about a couple days ago. Right? So, I feel like, and actually it goes back to, like, when we were talking at the beginning of this about, like, childhood and everything. Like, I felt like 4th grade was my prime until I reached my new prime, whenever that is. But, I feel like... Did
you tell them that we were doing a podcast?
Yeah, no, I did. They don't give us. Anyway,
before you start, we had a question. How do you guys work on toxic masculinity? You guys suffer the most with mental health. What do you guys do to work on it?
Become men. Facts.
Honestly, we don't work on that.
Work on what?
On toxic masculinity. I don't think we even believe that thing that really exists. I mean, I know some people can be assholes and jackasses.
Right. What's your definition of that? Because I don't really.
Honestly,
I don't think about that, to be honest.
What we do, I think we have the same core values that we stand on. I mean, to be a good man, you have to provide. You have to work hard. You got to be strong.
Right. We're both Christians, so our values are going to come off that.
It's not even about being Christian. It's just about being what a man that you look up to is. Like, what do you aspire to be? You go be that.
Toxic masculinity.
Yeah. I mean, I think they refer to toxic masculinity as...
no feminine traits. Compassion, love.
Oh, that's actually a different
Those are considered as feminine traits? I would think they're... Both, no?
No, I think I know what they're talking about. So
passion, love, awareness, communication.
I think I kind of understand.
I feel like I'm good at all those.
No. It's to a certain extent. I kind of understand what they're saying, but like, they're not overdoing it. So it's like.
Oh, okay. So even though there aren't,
Even though there aren't masculine,
but they divide it on purpose.
I don't know. I'm kind of confused by that, but like I kind of get where you're coming from.
A little bit.
Yeah, you definitely got to be balanced.
Got to be balanced, yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what you have to, and you kind of figure that out along the way. You know, you work hard. You know, you do what you're supposed to do as a man, but then when the time comes, you know how to switch it up, and you know how to take care of people. All that stuff. You have compassion. You're not just like a complete. Right. Jackass to everybody.
I feel like I'm the type of guy to like
definitely do both.
Not like, you know, beat out my feelings and stuff like that. Like there's so many guys that are like, oh, we gotta hide our feelings, this and that. Like I'm not like that. Like, I'll show love, compassion, like, all that stuff. I really don't care. Like, I am who I am, and, you know, whatever you want to call me, you can call me. But at the end of the day, I know I'm a man, and, you know, like, I know my values and what I'm good at. So all the things you listed on there, I'd say I do a pretty good job at, like, incorporating those into my life.
Yeah. Balance. Definitely being a good man is having balance in your life. That's a part of it. If you learn how to balance what you're supposed to do as a man, but also how to deal with people at the same time, like other people that you love and whatnot, and know how to feel things and don't destroy your mental health in the process of it, that's when you truly become the best man that you can be. If you, like I always tell him, to be the best man, you have to be 100% good at everything that you do. Everything in your life has to be 100%, or else one area is going to tear down the rest. You have to be good at, what's an example that I gave you? Like you have to go to the gym and be strong 100%. But if you eat, like, if you don't eat healthy, not being 100% is going to take down you going to the gym and getting strong. That's going to take that down, if that makes any sense. Like, every aspect of your life as a man has to be 100% in order to, you know, be good. I don't think I got that point across the right way.
Yo, Caleb. He was from last time, remember? I don't know if you know him. I don't know him. But, yo, what's up, bro?
What's good,
We appreciate you for coming back.
Yes, sir. Thanks for tapping in. I think that's the first time we've had someone tap in again, besides the people that we know.
Yeah, right.
But, I think real quick.
Yo, if you haven't followed yet, you should follow.
Yeah.
We'll get more videos out there.
Basically, what I'm just trying to say is, as a man, please work on every aspect of your life to make it 100%. We don't... Yeah.
Water. Drink water. That's the cups, Jay.
Yeah. We don't have to be perfect, but as long as you're working and striving to better each aspect of your life, you'll then become a better man, because you can't be good at all these things, and if you have one thing that's tearing you down, it's just going to make you worse at something else. And I mean that can go for anybody, really, not just a guy. It can go for a girl too. Like, just work on every aspect of your life getting better, because you don't want that one thing that's tearing you down.
Right.
You know? That
also,
one thing can ruin your life.
When you think about it, why
change the battery out of the camera real quick?
All right. I'm gonna talk to the live.
Yeah.
If you think thing. So that makes sense.
We're rolling again.
We're rolling. All right. Yeah. So the topic I had, it ties into
gentlemen,
what I was talking about before, kinda. I feel like we shouldn't. I feel like I don't really know how to say it. I feel like we shouldn't. I feel like we should stop normalizing condemning the things that we used to enjoy as, like, kids, right? So, like, obviously when you're a kid, you kind of have, like, the most enjoyment out of life, right? Like, you know, it's just enjoyable and fun being a kid. You do all these things, you know, you watch movies, listen to music, like, just everything.
The world seemed bigger too.
Right, like, everything was better when you were a kid. Like, when you think back to being a kid and you think about, like, how you viewed the world, like, it was just better, right? Most kids. I mean, I know there's people out there that had, like, you know, kind of a crappy childhood or whatever, but I myself had a great childhood, and sometimes I wish I could go back and relive it, but, you know, repeating the past is never good, so. But anyway, I feel like we, you know, if we normalize, like, growing up, so, like, when we grow up, we kind of get rid of, like, all the things that used to...
You gotta be kidding me.
You're a mess, bro.
It's fucking falling again.
We get rid of all the things that used to bring us joy as children, right? Because, you know, we're supposed to outgrow them, or, you know, they don't serve us any purpose as adults anymore. And I'm talking about, like, you know, the movies we used to watch as kids, you know, like, Marvel movies, Star Wars, things like that, right? The things that brought us joy and hope and, like, we just genuinely enjoyed. It's, like, part of growing up is, like, getting rid of, that type of stuff in your life, right? Like, we're forced to now be, like, businessmen sitting in offices, doing work. And, like, I feel like we try to normalize, like, taking away, like, creativity and just the fun stuff we used to enjoy, like, back then. And it can go for music, movies, TV shows, just, running around, hanging with friends. Like, we can still meet up with, the people we're close to, and, like, play a game of pickup basketball or flag football or something like that we used to do as kids. Like, if you're healthy and in shape, there's no reason why we can't go back to, like, doing those things. So I feel like a lot of what we used to do as kids can still kind of be present in, like, adulthood, I guess you would call it. And I think it's important because it brings, like, the joy and fun we used to have. So kind of as an example of this, I started, because so if you go on Spotify, you can kind of find playlists that go by year, right? So when I was in elementary school, 2012, 2013, recently I've been going back on Spotify and finding, like, the, top 100 songs of, like, those years, so, like, 2012, 2013, and I'm just going back listening to the songs that used to be on the radio when I was a kid, and it brings back so many memories, and it brings back that, like, it brings back the memories, but it brings back, like, the joy and just the feelings I felt back then. And it just makes me feel good in the present moment. Like, I'm technically an adult, I guess, now. I'm 20. And I'm supposed to be, mature and, trying to grow up and this and that. But, like, going back to, like, what I used to listen to as a kid, it brings back those, like, kid memories and those happy feelings I used to get. And at times when I'm having rough days, like, it gets me through my day. And it reminds me of, like, where I came from and how I came up. So I think it's important to, like, every now and then go back and do things like that. So
yeah.
I don't know how much of that you heard because I know you were fiddling with all that.
Yeah, just talk to them. But
I'm done. That was my point.
Before I get to my topic, we had a commenter here, Shad, or I think that's how you say your name. He wanted to join, but the camera is so far away right now. But we'll get to what you're saying. So
what is that?
He said, I want to discuss why I think a young man can't grasp this concept.
Which concept?
So, as the reason as to why this age group of young men cannot get past their obstacles. I think I have some points that need to be brought to light. But he wanted to join the live, but the phone's all the way over there. But
Sam's screaming at the top of his lungs. Yeah, he's an idiot.
What's up, Trenton? What's good, my boy?
I'm selling Sam on the black market. All right.
Thanks for tapping in.
If anybody is interested, my brother, he's learning construction. He's a great worker. You don't even have to pay him. He'll work for free. He's on the black market starting tomorrow.
Oh my god.
If anybody's interested, he's very available. So.
All right. So anyway, I wanted to get to those comments because that is a very good point that needs to be brought to light. Definitely a reason as to why a lot of young men cannot get past their obstacles is simply because the way the modern society is set up. Everything is just set up for us to not win. I mean, as I was saying earlier today, there's a lot of things in society that are set up for us to win that we're not taking advantage of. But there's a lot of things out there that are really hindering our growth. We've talked about it before. Social media, instant gratification, all these things, even the way the media has portrayed women, it's all to just downgrade men as a whole. I mean, I think we really should be like if we look back on previous generations of men and just people in general, these people didn't have all these these things. They didn't have access to all these things.
Right. I always say like it would be great to go back and live in like the 80s or 90s.
Absolutely, 100%.
Because you know, finding a girl and like starting a family was just that much easier.
It was that much easier, and
I'm selling my entire family on the black market, actually. If you're interested, I got 4 hard workers. For free.
Should I just get up and let this guy join? Who really wants to join?
Sure. I mean, if he's not gonna be one of those people and just show his ass.
Gee.
You can accept it on the phone. It should be able to.
Let's do it. I don't know how to do it, but... Yes, I think we definitely gotta put it closer, right?
We might be able to see him on the computer.
To hear it. All right, there he is.
Yo.
How you guys doing?
What's up,
what
man?
up,
How
bro?
you doing?
Good. No, okay, so I don't scroll through TikTok live or anything normally. Like, I just accidentally hit it, and then I heard you guys talking, and I just saw 6 years. I'm like, I'm just gonna listen in. But,
he's been listening for a while then.
So, I'm 22, and I lost my mother when I was 10 and lost my father when I was 19.
Yeah.
But and I'm not just hopping on here looking for sympathy, but it's because of my point I'm trying to bring up. Because of those horrible, hard things that happened, though, and loss of life, and it put me in a really tough spot and a really deep hole, I was able to dig myself out. I live by myself comfortably because I had to figure out how to get out of, because I feel like because I have a younger brother who lives with his stepdad. We share the same mom, different dads, and and he's a junior in high school, and I'm also in construction. I'm an electrician, and I walk around. I'm doing a renovation at this high school. These boys are like, I mean, because I walk around, I'm on the clock, I'm on the job, but you look around, this is all like, I see kids looking down, like, they're glued.
Yep.
They're glued, and I think TikTok, Instagram, like, TikTok's been big recently, but these big apps that everyone has to have because they're able to coordinate with other friends, you know, well, you don't have that? Well, how am I supposed to, you know, it's like a need for them. And I feel like they're jerks so many ways because there's successful people on there, like all these guys lifting, all these guys showing, you know, being stoic and all this stuff. They got that. And then at the same time, they're getting pounded with depressing things because they're also depressed. So they just get jerked back and forth, and then before they know it, it's 11:30 p.m. on a weeknight and they're asleep. Like, it's a draining cycle. I think if there was a way that we could, like, make them aware that they're in the present and they're not just, you know, glued on their phones, they could actually get up and do something with themselves.
Yeah, bro, that was like unbelievably spot on, man. This is exactly what we're always talking about. We had talked about it a couple episodes before, but
we didn't even go that deep into detail like he just did on it though. So I feel like we should dedicate like one of these things to, you know, those younger kids and just getting them off these things.
It's sad.
I mean, because they're right behind us. We were right where they were.
Right,
and now we're where we're at. And so it's just, you know, it's just the trail of life. And, you know, I feel like just being the older group to them, and there's an older group above us, it's, you know, you can't take anything with you when you die, but you can sure leave something behind. And I think, you know, I don't know, like, part of me wants to, like, say something to one of these kids, because it's sad. It's so sad, because I was raised old-fashioned or what have you, and, you know, when I grew up in that house, I was like, you know, it was always get off your phone, come downstairs. I was like, no, I hate it. And I was always, you know, that kid. But then once it was all gone, it was like a crazy wake-up call. And I feel like a lot of these kids don't get the wake-up call because mom and dad do everything in their power to make sure that these kids have everything they need and then some. And they don't allow them, you know, when there's a problem, they don't allow the kid to speak his mind about the problem or try and solve it himself, they instantly give the answer. They're like, here, this is what you do.
Yeah,
you know, they don't allow them to kind of try to at least figure, you know, because when it's like no different than having a dog. If the dog pees in the house and, you know, you say, oh no, you go outside and pee. The dog can't understand English. You have to do it kind of with a forcible action.
Right.
Like, you know, you show it right from wrong, and I don't think that's happening anymore because everyone's like, oh, we're, you know, everything's fine, we're all fine. Don't pay attention to stuff on social media, and then the kids veer away from their family, they get in their rooms, they shut the door, and then they're glued. They're here.
Yeah.
It's just
that is so facts.
It's true. I mean, social media is raising the next generation.
Yeah.
They're trying to stop. I think a major key factor in becoming a great man is to go through the process of things and to actually experience failure.
Right. You got to figure it out yourself.
I think that
yes,
they're trying to kind of stop that from happening. In an indirect way, I don't think maybe they're not trying to do it on purpose, but they're trying to really prevent people from making mistakes and going through those processes, the natural processes that you have to go through. I think all this stuff is kind of stopping it from doing like natural life progression. And I think it's doomed. It's doomed if we continue on this path.
It's doomed. They have the influencers are out there. There are the good influencers, and the kids, not just kids, anybody, even people my age, 20, 21, 22, whatever, this generation, and going out of high school into college or construction, whatever, going out of that realm where you're basically turning into an adult from a teenager. You know, I think a bunch of people just take it in too deeply and the guidance isn't there because, you know, I feel like the modern thing nowadays is, you know, everyone's talking about, oh, well, my parents say this, my parents